JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, thieves reportedly steal laptops from SSL. Several laptops were reportedly stolen from the offices of Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, on Hope Road on Wednesday night. A laptop used by the chief financial officer was among the 5 computers reportedly stolen. A probe is underway following the break-in, and the offices remain closed for the rest of the week. The perpetrators reportedly entered the 2-story building through a kitchen window. It is located at the back of the building and visible from Phoenix Avenue. Head of the St. Andrews Central Police, Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth, confirmed the incident when contacted Thursday morning. Nesbeth said the full extent of the robbery is not yet clear. The multi-billion-dollar fraud and irregularities uncovered at SSL in January have ballooned past $30 million or 4.7 billion Jamaican dollars, with more than 200 accounts impacted. The Financial Investigations Division shared the update in a statement on Wednesday, while noting that the investigation is ongoing. However, the division said that despite numerous appeals and direct communication, it has only received 23 official statements from affected individuals and entities. So far, investigators have only arrested and charged 1 individual. Jean Panton, a former SSL client relationship manager, is facing a 21-count indictment, charging her with forgery, larceny as a servant, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Man shot dead on Spanish Town Road. A man was shot dead on Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of St. Andrew Technical High School on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Tajay Morgan of Shearer Drive in Kingston. Reports are that on Wednesday, around 12:45 p.m., Morgan was standing on the roadway when he was approached by men traveling on a motorcycle. The pillion alighted from the motorcycle and opened gunfire at Morgan, hitting him several times to the upper body. The assailants then reportedly escaped in the direction of Rosetown, Kingston, on the motorcycle. Morgan was rushed to the hospital by police but was pronounced dead on arrival. Michael Gale's mother meets tragic end. The Halfway Tree police are probing the fatal shooting of 74-year-old Jenny Cameron, mother of Michael Gale. The young man was beaten to death by members of the security forces in 1999. The elderly woman was walking home from work along a dirt track off Walton Park Road Tuesday afternoon when she was shot by unknown assailants. Cameron was shot in the back and later pronounced dead at hospital. In August 1999, Cameron began a campaign for justice after her son was beaten by members of the security forces in Olympic Gardens. The mentally ill man, who attempted to breach a curfew manned by members of the security forces, died from his injuries at the Kingston Public Hospital 2 days after the beating. The case was championed by Jamaicans for Justice, which brought it to the attention of the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. 3 years later, the Commission released a report on the incident in which it condemned the government for its handling of the matter. The Commission said the government should publicly apologize to the family and offer monetary compensation. The then Director of Public Prosecutions, Kent Pantry, had ruled that no one was criminally responsible for Gale's death. At the time, then Attorney General A.J. Nicholson said Gale's death was deeply regrettable and the state paid his family almost $3 million in a settlement. Human rights activist and former executive director of Jamaicans for Justice, Dr. Caroline Gomes, has expressed shock at the murder of Miss Cameron. Westmoreland teen cousins on gun charge. The police in Westmoreland have charged 2 17-year-old cousins for allegedly pulling a gun on an elderly woman. They are charged with assault of common law and possession of a prohibited weapon. Their court date is being finalized. The police report that on the night of December 2, both young men were traveling on a motorcycle in Bethel Town when one of them pulled a gun from his waistband and pointed it at the senior citizen. A report was made to the police and one of the teens was taken into custody. The other young man was accompanied by a relative to the police station. Both were later charged. Kevin charged with causing the deaths of 5 people, again remanded. The case against Delroy Rodney, the taxi operator, charged with 5 counts of death by dangerous driving, has been transferred to the Westmoreland Circuit Court, where his bail application will continue on Tuesday, December 12. When the accused appeared before the Westmoreland Parish Court on Wednesday, Senior Parish Judge Steve Walters inferred that Rodney must have been speeding. He also denied bail on the basis of the seriousness and the nature of the case. The prosecution then revealed that the examiner's report on Rodney's vehicle and his black box showed nothing of value to report. She also noted that the speed limit for the crash area was 50 kilometers per hour. So nothing, the judge questioned. At the previous hearing, Judge Walters had requested the examiner's report on the Toyota Noah, the black box report, and the speed limit of the crash area in order to make a ruling on bail. Today was for me to make a ruling to assess the defendant's action. So now the examiner's report has nothing on it. For 7 persons to be in a vehicle and 5 died, obviously he must have been going at a particular speed. This is not an ordinary driving, he stressed. Soon after, the prosecution read a letter from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for the case to be continued in the circuit court. You are remanded in custody. The DPP chose to take over the matter and bring it to the High Court. The nulli prosecutor stops proceedings here, and the matter entered, Judge Walters explained to Rodney. In the circuit court, Judge Christopher Day, who will be presiding over the case, made the point that the matter is new to him. Defense attorneys Lambert Johnson and Faith Salmon then went on to make a request for bail. I would be grateful if we could have bail application. It was my client who brought himself into the police, Johnson argued. By then it was almost 4:30 p.m. and Justice Day noted that he would need time to go over the details. I can't make a decision today or go into a bail application. When I hear everything, I make my decision on Tuesday, December 12, he said. According to police reports, Rodney's taxi, with 7 people on board, was traveling towards White House when the vehicle in front of it slowed down. The cab driver swerved and collided with a truck traveling in the opposite direction and ended up in a tree. Illegal migrants from Haiti held in St. Thomas operation. Several people, including women and children, were believed to have entered the island illegally from Haiti, were taken into police custody following a special operation in Lethal District, St. Thomas, on Wednesday morning. Police reported that they carried out a search on the premises in the community, and the 3 adult women, along with 3 children, who reportedly entered the island illegally, were found in a house. They were reportedly found in a house belonging to Mario Eldemeyer, otherwise called Rampo, who is suspected of harboring the illegal foreigners. 4 other men were also found in the house. They are 31-year-old Kevin Eldemeyer, otherwise called Harry Potter, 63-year-old Tony Hutchinson, 58-year-old Billy Graham, and 50-year-old Kevin Williams. Other people found on the premises were taken to the Morant Bay police station for processing, the police said. Commanding officer for the St. Thomas Police, Superintendent Alison Byfield, said that the women, who have been living in Jamaica for about 2 years, have expressed that they have no intentions to return to Haiti. She said the police are in dialogue with the Passport, Immigration and the Citizenship Agency PICA regarding the illegal migrants.
The adults, when interviewed, they have indicated to the police that they are in the island approximately 2 years now, and they have been living in the 4th week for all that time. We have them in our custody because they entered the island illegally, and we are in dialogue with PICA, treating with their presence here in the country. The children are presently in the custody of CPS SSA, who are caring for them until a final decision is made on the adults.
Roberts was with his mom when caught, Cobb testifies. He was sitting in a white Toyota Hiace bus in the company of a female at the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas, and the female identified herself as his mother. A police witness testified on Tuesday as he recounted how he apprehended Gregory Roberts, the man accused of murdering 15-year-old schoolgirl Shanika Gray. The detective inspector was assigned to the St. Thomas Police Division, made his statement during his evidence in chief on Tuesday, which was led by prosecutor Renell Morgan. The officer, who was served in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, for 20 years, told the St. James Circuit Court that on February 3, around 8 p.m., he was on duty at the Morant Bay Police Station, and while perusing the intelligence reports, he made certain observations, one of which included Gregory Roberts' case. He said he subsequently made contact with the Montego Bay CIP. He stated that while at the Morant Bay Police Station, he received additional information and proceeded to the Princess Margaret Hospital. Upon his arrival, he stated that he saw Roberts, whom he knew previously, sitting in a white Toyota Hiace bus with a female. He stated that the female identified herself as Roberts' mother. The officer stated that he approached Roberts and identified himself, informed him of an investigation conducted by the St. James Police regarding Shanika Gray's murder, and informed him that he was a suspect. The cop said Roberts did not respond. He said he then proceeded to search Roberts and relieved him of a white-looking Samsung phone, a SIM card, and other personal cards. He said Roberts was then transported to the Morant Bay police station, where he handed him over and instructed that a report be taken from his mother. Roberts' ex-girlfriend earlier testified on November 30 that on January 30, 2017, Roberts messaged her to ask if another witness who would testify for the prosecution on November 27 had shown her a video that he wanted her to see. I said, "What video?" And him say, "I asked him to send her the video. I'm not sure what this video is about," the witness explained, noting that Roberts never sent her the video in question himself. According to the witness, several days after, Roberts texted her and told her that he was going home to St. Thomas. In continuing his evidence in chief on Tuesday, the officer stated that on February 4 about 10 a.m., he handed over Roberts' mobile phone and SIM card to the JSS Communication Forensics and Cybercrime Division for analysis. Morgan then asked the officer if he had asked Roberts why he was at the hospital, and he said no. The officer was subsequently cross-examined by Roberts' attorney, Jimmy Paris. The trial, which began on November 23, has heard from 12 of the 18 witnesses. 10 witnesses gave sworn evidence, while 2 others' statements were read into evidence. Gray's body was discovered in bushes in Irwin, St. James, on February 1, 2017, with multiple stab wounds. Roberts and Mario Morrison were subsequently arrested and charged with the schoolgirl's murder. Morrison later pleaded guilty to her murder and was sentenced to life imprisonment. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.